welcome or welcome back to the Blue Butterfly Tarot. Today we're looking specifically into a no contact and or separation situation. What are they currently thinking? And I've got two piles for you. This is pile number one, this is pile number two. Pile number one is the Light Seers Tarot, and pile number two is the Tarot of the Curious Creatures. Take your time, see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to. I do want to say there's a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If one pile's messages don't resonate, then choose the other. If both piles' messages don't resonate, then it just means that maybe there aren't any messages for you in this video today. But I do hope that at least one of the pile's messages do resonate. Please be careful of scammers. I would never reach out to you asking you to follow or subscribe or book a private reading. So just please be a little bit careful about that. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. There is not going to be an extended for this video, just for your information. I'm going to give you a few seconds now to see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to, and then I shall begin. Hi Pile 1, for those of you who chose the Light Seers Tarot, this is going to be your reading, alright? Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes, think of your person, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Alrighty. Specifically for no contact and or separation situation, what is your person currently thinking? Bit of stuck energy coming through already. Give me a second. Give me a second, hold on. It's a bit of stuck energy. Okay, the stuck energy is still there. We'll see how it connects to your reading, but it really feels quite stuck. Like I'm not feeling satisfied. That's the energy that I'm in suddenly. So we'll look at that. We have Six of Cups, we have Two of Swords, we have Queen of Cups, we have Six of Wands, Three of Swords, Hierophant, and we have the Two of Cups. Okay, let's get into your oracle cards as well. Let's see what's happening. Higher Power, we have 222 with Balance, we have Forget-Me-Not, Awareness, Sanctuary, okay, kind of understand what's going on now. Opportunity, Witch, okay. Pile 1, your person is a bit worried that you may have forgotten them. Either you've not been responding to their texts, or you haven't been replying, you've not been reacting to how they've been showing up, or both of you have just been that disconnected in 3D for quite some time. It looks like there has been no conversation at all, or you've blocked all communication. The energy seems to be focused on you right now, and it is making your person very, very, very uncomfortable. I think that there was a particular reaction, or they expected you to say something or do something, but you didn't. You behaved differently, or you didn't react at all. And that is throwing your person off balance. Because I think that they got some kind of comfort with your reactions, with the way that you reacted to this person. And now that you're not doing any of that, it's really throwing them off balance. They're not able to understand what to do next. So either your behavior was predictable and your person drew comfort in that, and now you've taken a completely different step. You're not doing what you usually used to do. Either that, or number two, you've completely blocked all communication, which is something that your person did not expect you would do. There's something about no response, or non-responsive is also another phrase that's coming through. There's something about no reaction. So you might not have just done anything at all. You might have just stood still. And maybe in the past, you would have reacted to your person, or you would have spoken your mind, or maybe you would have gone out of your way to sort things out between the two of you. However, this time you have not done that. That is how you will know if this pile is for you. There's something in the past that you used to do that you don't do, or you have not done this time. And it's making your person very, very uncomfortable, pile 1, because the predictability of your action is what they drew comfort in. And now they don't know what to do. They don't know what this action or inaction of yours means to them. Like, does it mean you've forgotten them? Does it mean you don't care about them? Does it mean you don't want them anymore? What does it mean? And this has been kind of circling in their mind at this point in time. In fact, I would not be surprised if your person kind of provokes a reaction or provokes a response from you by behaving a little bit erratic. Yeah, that's because they have absolutely no idea what to do at this point in time. At every opportunity, I would expect your person to behave a little bit weird or a little bit different from how they used to. Yeah, that's because somehow, one way or another, they're trying to get the same response from you as it was before, so that they can feel comforted by the fact that you are still waiting on them, or you still have feelings for them. One of the two is coming through to me. Because if you continue being in the state that you are in, your person will have no choice but to face the pain that they are actually feeling because of this inaction or this no response energy that you are in. You've withdrawn completely. And this imbalance that your person is feeling, the confusion, the panic that's coming up within me as well, it's actually pain hidden in that energy, and your person has not recognized it yet. At this moment in time, they're spiraling. At this moment in time, they're wondering, like, have you forgotten them? Are you invested in them? Are you behaving this way because you care about them, or are you behaving this way because you don't care about them? They're completely out of their comfort zone because you have taken a very different step this time, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing this time. So take a look at the steps that you've taken in the past, and what did you not do this time, or what did you do this time? In a way, it's actually working because it's pushing your person to understand what they feel without the comfort of you always being there next to them, or without the comfort of you always being around. It's pushing them to recognize that you can walk away. There was a lot of comfort that your person drew from the fact that you were always going to be around, or you are always going to be there for them. But now, the question that's spinning in my mind right now, Pawan, is what does this mean? Whatever you're doing right now or not doing, Pawan, what does it mean? Have I lost them forever? Or what does it mean? So once they get the answer to that, or through getting the answer for that, your person is also starting to recognize what they actually feel for you. I think the comfort of you always being around may have stopped them or blocked them from truly understanding what they felt about this connection. Sometimes that does happen, doesn't it? You know, what we have or what we think is always going to be around, we take it for granted, or we don't really think too much about how we feel about it because it's just going to be always there. So there's that sense of security that we feel, right? And I think it happens to everyone. It's not just your person. I think we each have done something of that sort in the past as well. But your person did that with respect to you, with respect to your connection. And I know that there must have been a lot of pain on your end. Like, even though, yes, we are saying that, you know, it does happen to everyone, I'm not making excuses for them. I do want to say I am recognizing the pain that you have gone through in order to be in this energy, completely withdrawn. And just because we understand where the other person is coming from, this is what I strongly believe, that does not mean we have to accommodate their behavior. We can set boundaries for ourselves, especially when it is hurting us or when it is misaligned to who we are and what we deserve. Right? That's also one more point that I want to put. But whatever you're doing right now or not doing, it's bothering your person a lot. They can't seem to understand what you're thinking, and it's making them feel very stuck. I'm hearing, what's that? There's a football term that's coming to my mind, but I'm not into, what is it? Something left field or something? It means to shock or surprise, like a surprise turn. I'm not very, but it's coming to me. The football term is coming to me. It's just very different, but yeah, if you know it, please definitely comment in the comment section below, Palwan. But it's a football field, football term, and American football, and it means like suddenly, like a very unexpected turn, and they didn't expect this out of you. With higher power coming up, I feel like you are actually tapping into your higher self and understanding how you need to show up. So if you've been doing that, Palwan, I will say continue being in that energy. You are being guided at this point in time. If you've been feeling that pull within you to do something or not do something, depending on your situation and depending on what you're feeling, I would say follow that. You are being guided at this point in time. All right. So trust whatever nudges you're feeling, whatever intuitive pull you're feeling within you, you are being guided at this point in time. Okay. Even if you feel like this is so out of character for you, it's something that you've never done before, and maybe a part of you hurts because this is not who you are, or this is not who you think you are. Trust the nudge, trust the pull. All right, you are being guided at this point in time. You are being guided into alignment. However you are showing up, it is actually forcing your person to confront what they think and feel about you. All right, so, and more importantly, it is forcing them to recognize who they are without the security of you being around. That's also one more message that's coming through. So trust the pull. It's very stuck energy. Like your person is spiraling at this point in time. They're not able to decode or understand what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and it's really messing with them at this point in time. So whatever pull you're feeling, follow it. Okay, that's one message that's coming through. Let me get you one message or one more advice. All right, so one message coming through is your person might get confused about why you're behaving the way that you're behaving, and they might come to you to ask why you're behaving, or they might, like I said, do something to provoke you, to provoke a response. Tap into your intuition, tap into your higher self energy. This is very, very important at this point in time, all right? It might go against something that you've always done, or it might not feel like this is how you would normally show up, but trust the nudge, trust the pull that you are meant to, especially when this person might be coming in, I don't even know where that word came from, coming in to trigger you or maybe to provoke a reaction so that they can get back into their comfort zone. Trust your inner knowing and respond accordingly. For some of you, it is not to take any action at all, not to give any response. For some of you, it is to respond in a particular tone, a particular way, something necessary that needs to be said at that point in time. You will know. You are being guided at this point in time. Your only job right now is to allow that guidance to lead you, all right? Because you are in alignment, but unfortunately, the spiraling that your person is in will force them to keep coming in to kind of poke you and try to get the previous response. But whatever you feel intuitively called to do, it is going to help your person to understand what they're feeling. It's going to help them sit with their emotions rather than trying to pull you back into an old cycle. All right, so how you respond, how you react right now, even if it is non-response or no reaction, That's very important for you to follow your higher guidance. All right, pile 1, that is a very, very important message that's coming through, because I do see that this person is going to come in to just get some kind of reaction, some kind of response from you. So that might throw you off a little bit, but you are being guided. All right, so if in that moment you don't know what to do, stand still. If you don't know what to do, do nothing. All right, that is one thing that I definitely follow. Like, if I don't know what to do, I will pause. I will stand as still as possible until the inspired action comes through, or until I get the message of what I really need to do. And how you will know if it is an aligned message, it will come very peacefully, and it will be more of a statement rather than you spiraling or panicking or reacting. There won't be any physical reaction to the aligned message. That's how you'll know how you need to show up. All right, pile 1, this is where I will leave you for today. I know it's going to be a bit difficult, because I think that there might be a reflex that you might be going towards, and then you have to shift into tapping into your higher self energy, or allowing your own spirit guides to come through you. So pause, all right? Pause. Nothing ever is going to require you that urgency that you sometimes feel with your reflexes. No, take the time to pause, calm yourself down, center yourself, allow the messages to come through, allow those messages, allow your spirit guides, allow your higher self to come through and lead the way for you. Okay, they are coming through actually. Okay. Pile 1, this is where I will leave you for today. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you were looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. Pile 1, take care. Trust your intuition. You always have free will. Catch you in my next one. Bye-bye. Hi, Pile 2. For those of you who chose Tarot of the Curious Creatures, this is going to be your reading, all right? Before we get into the reading, let's take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes. Think of your person. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Specifically for no contact and or separation situation, what is your person currently thinking? Okay, let's go, Pile 2. Six of Cups, interesting. Five of Swords. I said interesting because we started with the Six of Cups even in pile 1, but the energy of your reading is very different. All right, Seven of Cups, Four of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Six of Swords, 10 of Swords. Very different, but we started off with the same energy. I also have your Oracle cards, so let's get into that as well. We have No Place Like Home. We have Divine. It's very interesting because we had higher power for number 4, higher power coming for pile number 1. But again, like I said, the energy is actually very different in yours. In fact, in that it was very, very chaotic, but yours, I'm feeling a lot of calmness coming through as well. Perpetual, soul ascension, analysis, nasturtium, I hope I didn't butcher that, vitality, and we have clarity. Okay. Alrighty. So, pile 2, what is your person currently thinking? So first off, your person's actually thinking if maybe this connection is something that can come around again. Or there's something about again that's coming through. So maybe this either had a false start, or maybe both of you tried in the past, but it just didn't work out. Your person doesn't know if you are going to be open to it, or if this is just wishful thinking on their end. So they're kind of, it's not that they don't want it, it's that they are not sure if it is even a possibility. So it's kind of like they're, in their mind, kind of thinking, kind of visualizing. There is a lot of dreaming, by the way. There's a lot of fantasizing. There's a lot of daydreaming that's coming through about you, about this connection, about how things would be if both of you were to come together. Maybe both of you have grown in the time apart. So maybe now your person feels that they are, more mature probably. They've grown up a little. They can handle this connection. It's kind of like your person is envisioning themselves in different roles that both of you will be taking on together. And this daydreaming by itself, I will say that it is kind of pushing that need within your person about this connection. Like, it makes them want this connection even more. And I would not be surprised if, because we have divine coming out, I would not be surprised if what your person thinks as daydreaming is actually visions coming through. Maybe in your person's perspective, it is daydreaming. But I mean, with divine coming through, I am getting some kind of visions coming through. Or maybe one message that's coming through is this could actually be your person mentally prepping themselves, emotionally prepping themselves for how things could go if they were to come forward. At this point in time, it's a little bit up in the air energy, pal 2. Your person is still working things out in their mind. They're trying to see the feasibility. Is it really going to work out? Is it going to be as happy as they envision things to be? There is something about home coming through as well. So your person, and of course we have 4 of Wands coming up. It could be also, thinking, how would it be like to be together? Or how would your home look like? What would it be if both of you moved in together? What would the partnership between the two of you like? There's something about commitment, there's something about partnership, and there's something, of course, about marriage as well coming through. But it's more your person daydreams or has these visions, one of the two, but then sometimes they just brush it off as, oh my gosh, no, that's just wishful thinking. No, I don't think that is a possibility. And that's where the conflict is arising. That's where they're not able to take action based on what they are feeling from within, because there is some kind of desire to come forward, but your person needs to work through it mentally. And that's exactly what's happening. But with the 10 of Swords coming here as the ending card, what I feel is after this, there is only rise. After they work through the mental chaos, they kind of exhaust the energy mentally, and that will actually bring in the clarity that your person is looking for at this point in time. So I might, like from a reader's perspective, your person needs to go through this process, pal 2, because there's a lot of mental chaos within, and that energy has to exhaust. It has to go somewhere. Otherwise, even if this person comes in right now, that mental chaos, that constant, is it going to work out? Is it not going to work out? Am I wishful thinking? Or is it like, am I working against myself? That will actually affect the energy of your connection. However, if your person works through it mentally right now, just exhausts it and allows all of those thoughts to just run, that clarity will actually give them a much clearer path to come towards you. Their actions towards you will not be very fickle, or it won't be up in the air. It will actually be more grounded because they've gotten that clarity within them. Not just that, even mentally and emotionally prepping themselves for the worst case scenarios, it is going to help them prepare themselves in advance in case things go wrong. And that sense of security also adds to the confidence that they will come in as well. So all of this is helping your person in a way to come forward with a more, I guess, practical perspective, or a more practical and grounded energy. That's the vitality that is coming up as well. You might think that your person is procrastinating, but no, this is the process that they need to go through in order to feel safe and secure enough to come. They need to weigh all of their options. They need to kind of delve deep into the energy of what if it works out, but what if it doesn't? And only when they have all scenarios in their mind playing out, and how will they tackle each of those scenarios, that actually brings a lot of comfort for your person. And with perpetual soul ascension coming through, I feel like the more your person exhausts this mental energy, and the more they start shifting into the daydreaming energy, that's actually them growing in a way. It's actually helping them prepare, or be mentally prepared, like that's the version of myself that I want to show up in, or in order for me to achieve that reality, I have to be this version of myself. And that by itself is pushing your person to shift in their own thoughts, behaviors, and their own feelings towards themselves in particular, and then towards this connection as well. Overall, I do see some kind of change coming through in your connection. I do see some kind of ending to this no contact, but let's take a look. I do see it because I do see that your person's going to work through all this. There is that desire. Yeah, but yeah, they need to work through this, pal too. They really need to work through this. But once they work through it, once they let go, so it is through these thoughts circling in their mind that is actually going to help them walk away from the thoughts that are not serving them. And it's also going to help them walk away from, yeah, that balance. Okay, walk away from what might be harming them or stopping themselves from fully showing up in this connection. So if they were to come in the energy that they are in, it would be very, very chaotic. Like you would also have to deal with that constant shift, you know, the daydreaming, then suddenly going into, you know, this is not going to work out, and then that draining energy, and then again going back. It's going to be so chaotic for you, for them, and plus both of you will be taking on each other's energy. It will be very, very strenuous for the connection. However, when your person works through all of this, they'll come with a more calm energy, and that will actually balance things between the two of you. Not only is there going to be inner balance within them, there's going to be balance between the two of you. So whatever you feel is going on right now between the two of you, maybe you think your person ended this or you ended this, I have to tell you that I think you are actually being divinely protected from your person's energy at this point in time. It is not procrastination. It is not your person's fault at this point in time. They need to work through this so that they can come in a more stable energy, so that you deserve that balanced energy in this connection, so that you don't have to take on the additional. And maybe in your case, it's not necessary for you to take on their energy at this point in time. So overall, I do see that your person's coming in, but a bit of a wait, pal two, a bit of a wait, but it's necessary, all right? Just trust that they will come in divine timing. I know, you know, sometimes when we hear divine timing, I know, I understand that. Sometimes there's a groan, like, oh my gosh, divine timing. But in your case, given we have 4-4-4-4, you both are being protected from each other at this point in time. And with no place like home, I feel like there is some kind of vision that has to play out between the two of you as well. And in order for that to stabilize in 3D, you have to be in aligned energies, and so does your person as well. So I think that this is a bit of recalibration going on your end. Again, I would not be surprised if there are certain things that you are also clearing out on your end. Maybe you are also gaining clarity on your end. Maybe you are also growing on your end as well. Maybe you might be clearing or making space for this connection on your end as well. So both of you are being protected from each other at this point in time, but trust that when both of you are aligned, it will just happen, and it will feel like all of this time that both of you have spent away from each other, yeah, it will just feel like a blip in time, given how much of happiness and how much of joy both of you are going to unlock with each other. But for that, both of you have to be in balanced energies, and that's the point that both of you are getting to at this point in time, right? So trust, all right? Trust their presence is one big message that's coming through for you, pal two, okay? This is where I will leave you for today, pal two. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you were looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. Pal two, take care, trust your intuition. You always have free will. Catch you in my next one. Bye-bye.